welcome to the Giving Flower podcast.
I'm Alexander.
And I'm Kimberly, Kimberlolly on Plurk, Ravelry, all the various places, Pinterest, Kimberlolly. And what's your name on Ravelry?
Retnaclida.
Oh.
Alexander spelled backwards.
Excellent. Welcome to the first show of 2012, episode 6. I can't believe we're at episode 6 already. Can you?
No.
It's crazy. So we thought we'd get a quick episode in before school starts tomorrow. I have an in-service day tomorrow, and he starts regular school as of tomorrow. So we thought we'd get a quick show in to show you what we've been working on. I hope you had a wonderful New Year. We did, didn't we? You stayed up all night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, yeah, we had a really good night. In Berlin, we have a ton of fireworks. Everybody does fireworks at midnight. So we went out with the neighbors and spent, a good half an hour anyway on the street with fireworks. Really kind of neat. And 2012 is going to be a good year. It's going to be a better year than 2011.
Why?
Always.
More podcasts, or why is it going to be a better year?
Just be better. Right? You and me? Okay. So, anyway, let's get to business. Thank you, everyone, for commenting. And, oh, my God, I meant to write all the names down for all the people that commented to thank them personally.
Should I go check?
No, that's okay. We'll do it next week. Thank you very much, though, for all the commenters. That's okay. We'll thank you personally next week. I meant to do that and didn't get to it, but that's all right. No, put it back.
I wanted to.
Yeah, but we'll do it next week. But thank you so much. It's so fun to get comments, and it just, to let us know that somebody's watching. And if 2 people are watching, that's good, right? Okay. Yeah? You gotta say stuff too, buddy. I don't want to be here by myself.
But I'm knitting.
Okay. We'll go ahead. Yeah, we're trying to get on iTunes. It's not the easiest thing.
I think maybe next episode. It could be that I got it next episode.
Yeah? Okay. He's going to work on it and see what we can do. Let's start first things first. What did I get for Christmas? For Christmas, I got Jane Austen Knits from Interweave. Strangely enough, somebody bought that and put that under the tree. I don't know who. And I was really good, and I didn't look at it at all before Christmas. But now that I've read it...
You got it!
Oh, yeah. Did you want this for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love Jane Austen. And I love pretty much all the patterns in here. A couple sweaters. I don't know that I'll be making any, but it's kind of fun. I could go through them. So many podcasters have shown this magazine, have talked about it, have reviewed it. I love it, and I had to have it. So this was one of my Christmas presents. I'm reading about Jane Austen, about the fun articles that are in here. It's not just knitting, but it's also the fun articles. So I really like it. But there was one sweater in here that I really liked that I want to make. It's the Fiore pullover. Let me see if I can find a picture. The problem is we're using my camera instead of my camera instead of a video camera, so I can't show you anything up close because it has to be. We have to focus
Mom,
it.
What we could do is we could take a picture of it after and
put it in.
Yes.
Well, we could take it out and link to things, but
no, not linked to it, but in the video in the bottom right corner like that.
Okay, I'll have to see. This one, I love this. It's the Northanger Abbey hood, which I adore. I love little hoodie things. And this Scarlet Caplet, which is adorable. I don't know if I'd ever make it or wear it, but I love it. The sweater I was meaning to get to is somewhere. Oh, so many neat things, but I wonder would I ever wear it and when would I wear it. But I adore the Evening Spencer. I adore this one, but it would not do well on me because it's a short. I don't know if you can see. I think you can. It's a short little sweater. Yeah.
In the corner too.
Okay. It's a short little sweater. It's really cute, but you have to have a dress underneath it. I love the button details on that. Didn't I just say I wasn't going to show anything? Oh well. That's how life is. I say one thing and I do another. That's how it is. But there was one, and I can't seem to find it now. I bought a bunch of little sticky tabby things for me so that I can do this when I go to show you things. I put them upstairs. This is it. The Fiore pullover. And if you can see, it's a little orange. I don't like orange. I'm not an orange person. So it wouldn't be my color, but I do love it. I do love the shape of it. So, yeah. It's $15 US. I think I spent like 20 euros on it, but I love
Whoa.
it. I know. It's because I had to have it shipped here. So, and the next thing I bought was the finishing. This is what I got for Christmas, is the finishing school. And I really like it. It's a master class for knitters is what it's called, by Deborah Newton. And it's just a book on finishing. It has patterns in it that are kind of interesting. I don't know that I do them, but I didn't buy it for the patterns. I bought it for the information. Just kind of, I've done a lot of knitting, but I find you don't know. There's so much to learn. So I have just skimmed the top surface of knitting is how I feel every time I pick up a new pattern and there's something new to do in it. So this book is really good. It's got good techniques, and I'm reading about how to sew things. I think finishing is one of the most important parts to a sweater, or to knitting in general. If your finishing is not good, the whole thing doesn't look all that great. So that's why I thought I'd get this book, and hopefully...
You got that one too?
For Christmas, yeah.
You bought it.
Is that bad?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, we have a guest star. Again. Somebody's here to visit us. Hi there, how are you? Oh, did you want to say hi? Okay, so that was my Christmas. And it was kind of fun. I got some good reading time in. And let's see, what am I working on? Speaking of Christmas, my sky scarf. I actually have been working on it, and I'm up to Christmas, which means I have knit, please don't. I have knit a month and a half of skies. This is it, if you can see. This is what she looks like. She's getting pretty big now. All up here it's rain. This is Christmas Day. I ended on Christmas Day, so I have another week to knit.
It was raining on Christmas.
Yeah, it rained on Christmas, all before and after. So here's all the rain on Christmas, right before Christmas, and I think I have another week of maybe 2 blue skies, and that's it. But it's really quite soft. I kind of like it. The only thing I don't really like is how I pulled the yarn up the side, and so I'll probably be doing a crocheted edge on that just to kind of clean it up.
What is crocheted edge?
Crochet, I'll show you. You take a crochet hook and you make a pretty edge to it, because this side's nice. But this side, I've pulled the yarn up, because each time you pull the yarns, all the yarns up, depending on which ones you knit. I'm loving this. Totally loving my sky scarf. But I had to sit down. I think it took me a good 3 hours to knit a month and a half of skies. So there she is. And like I said, I have
it today.
Yeah. And I have
Can I see it?
another week, sure. You can look at it if you want to. Careful. I have it in my box here. It's all in my box. I keep it in my box because you have to keep all the separate balls kind of untangled, because you've got to pull 2 at a time, and depending what you take. Okay, can I put it back in?
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be cool. This is, I think, 2.5 months long already, so we'll see.
2 months?
Yeah, because we started in October.
Oh,
beginning
then
of October.
a year will be long.
Yeah, a year will be very long, but it'll be a scarf, so it'll be good.
Oh.
Okay, so that's my sky scarf, and I really love it. I love how it's coming along. Another thing I've been working on is my Corinne sweater, and I really, really want to get this done so I can wear it. And this and my bat shawl from last week that I finished were my 2 brainless knitting or autopilot knitting projects that I would just take whenever and I went to meet the girls to knit. I would just sit and knit. Keep going. I finished my bat shawl, and then all these other things came gotten in between. So Corinne is now, as of last night, she has 2 sleeves, and I tried her on, and she fits wonderfully. I love it, love it, love her. She has 2 sleeves, and I did a 3 needle bind off. Yeah, 3 needle bind off with this sleeve. And it looks a little tiny bit different than the other one, and I don't know that I'm happy about it. I can always take it out and redo it. I don't know why it looks so different. I think because I took the stitch at a different spot. I might just leave it, because it's underneath the arm. I don't think you'll see it. Just a little bit different. But it's coming along, and I have 12 repeats of...
Oh, it's knit too.
It's garter stitch. It's all knit. Knit both sides, and the bumps go on both sides. It's called garter stitch.
I like this one because it's soft, but knit pearl is nice because it's
It's
Looks
prettier,
nice.
yeah. That's how I feel. But this is so soft and kind of.
I
It's a
know.
great sweater to wear. It's like the Sky Scarf, same thing. It's garter stitch as well.
Oh, except for here.
That's where I bound it together. So, and I'm almost done. And I bought buttons. I don't have the buttons to show. I left them upstairs. Hit the mouse switch. Okay. I bought buttons and everything this vacation, so I'm all ready for those. I hope I like them. I don't know. I couldn't find anything. I have such a problem with buttons. Do you have a problem with buttons? I think it's hard. I think it's really hard to find buttons that match. So, this is my brainless knitting. Hopefully tomorrow I have in-service day. This will be coming with me. I hope I get time to knit on it. We'll see. So those are the things I'm working on. I do have a finished project this week. We podcast last week. So this is really a week that we had in between.
Why?
Because we usually have
Tuesday.
2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this week I can actually say, now this is, I was gifted this by my friend Gisela, and I loved it. And of course it's absolutely the wrong weather. This winter has been so mild and so warm that I haven't even needed my hats that I love, my scarves and everything. I've still worn them, but I don't really need them because it's so warm. But I saw this pattern and I loved it and I totally wanted it. I think it's called Warm All Winter by Kat Bordy. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's dark purple. You know, the dark colors aren't showing up very well. Sorry about that. But I blocked it last night, and I really didn't need to block it because I liked the smushiness of the yarn before it was blocked, and it's still a tad bit damp. But I thought maybe it would pull out a little bit. We'll see. And I'll put it on for you. It's pretty scary. You ready? Okay. And the cool thing is, if it's really cold, you can go like this.
Oh.
But if it's not that cold, and you just want kind of a hat type thing, you go like this. And if it's really warm, and you're just not in the mood, you just kind of want something around your neck, you go like this.
I want that too.
You want one of these too?
Hmm.
I think gray and like an armor, like a suit of armor would be cool for you. Like a dark gray or light gray. I love it. I love it. I don't know why. It's one of those things that's not the prettiest, but I love it. And if we go for a walk and it ever decides to get cold around here, I'm all set. Because I've got this. So you can go out like this, and like I said, you need to rob a bank. You just pull this right up, go like that, and you're on. Got it? I don't know. Or you're Muslim, I guess. I don't know. It's good. Works. Feel a little bit,
Weird?
yeah. So, anyway, that's my finished project. I love this. I love it, love it, love it. Do you want to try it on? Oh, it's a little big for you. Yeah, it's still a little bit damp. Good? Yeah, it's a little bit big. We'd have to make some adjustments for you. But it's cool because you can always pull it down.
That Strickrechner that you have, you can change patterns into different size.
Yeah, but I can also do it. It's all math.
Hmm?
And I like math. So.
Hey, I want to keep it on.
Nope. It's mine. No. So, that was my finished project. And I was working, remember that mystery knit I had that I was working on? Well, it's done and blocked and shown, and it is my Berlin hat. It was my own design. We spent hours on the computer trying to do the charts for this. Here it is.
Where's the pencil?
I don't know. Right here.
I have to write something
Okay.
new down.
And I spent quite a while trying to get the charts done for this. And here she is. In sock yarn. It's the Crazy Ball. Zauberball. Where's it?
Zauberball.
Yeah, whatever. There it is. And I love her. I love it. It's the cutest hat. And I've written up the pattern. And I've given it to a couple friends to test knit. I don't know what's facing forward. I can't see myself right now. But I've got the pattern with all the charts. In fact, where is the pattern? Here it is. I've written up the pattern, and it took me a while to do this as well. But here it is, and it's supposed to look like a newspaper. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do quite a couple cities. And so this one's called Berlin Knits. And I've got a couple projects with the Berlin skyline. And this is one of them. And my first one, okay, my first one is the hat. And the second one I'm working on, so there it is. And like I said, the test knitters are working on it. I also have the London charts. and I have, I think, 3 people test knitting the London one because I didn't knit the London one myself, but I kept the charts the same amount so we can just have the same hat. And it's sock yarn. It's made out of sock yarn, so it's easy. I love sock yarn. And then I'm also doing another one in this, and it's another secret thing that you can't really see because it needs to be blocked, but it's so soft, and I love this, and it's going to be so snuggly soft. And last night I worked on a few new charts for this one. And this is, and I bought this from my friend's store. It's in the sidebar over here, I think. And it is out of Aslan Trends King Baby Llama and Mulberry Silk. Yeah, 200 meters of this, and I have this much left for the last repeat, my new charting, what I'm doing. So we'll see how this turns out. I hope it turns out nice. It's going to be soft and snuggly to wear. So that's my next little design thing that I'm doing. I'm very much into pictures and things like that. Anything that's got, see here you can see the Reichstag. You can see that. And the church, Gedächtniskirche. You can see them all really well, actually. But they're all on here. Yeah. So those are the things that I've been working on. Forgot my sewing, what I've been sewing. I'll have the man bring it up. Another thing, I know what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to start the Darling Emma, and I don't have a picture of it. I'll have my techie bring in. Can you go get the beanbag? Under my bed, and my Kindle with the Kindle case. I will have my techie put a picture in it. It's Darling Emma. It's by Joji Locatelli. She makes wonderful patterns. She has so many wonderful patterns, and her newest one is called Darling Emma. And I'm thinking of knitting this myself with Wollmeise, and I had 2 skeins of Wollmeise, and I don't know if these are going to show up. I bought these this summer when I was in Pfaffenhofen visiting the store, and I'm not really sure what they're called. They're called Unglücksraben, and I bought this one. In fact, let me see if I can see it on here. Rittersporn. Oh, I love Rittersporn. It's kind of, my partner in crime is now bringing in some things. Rittersporn, it's purples and blues. I don't know if you can see it. Now what I need you guys to do is help me out here, because I want to do the Darling Emma. Darling Emma has lace here in front, and it's just plain, but it's a long sweater, so it's perfect with jeans and has a belt, and it's absolutely my kind of sweater. And I bought sweater amounts of, thank you, of 2 Wollmeise when I was there, and I had a sweater picked out for one. Can't remember what it was. Oh well. So I picked these out, and this would be my next project. And Rittersporn has, I don't know if this is coming out or not, but it has purples and blues. It's absolutely my color, Rittersporn. I made my Tempest with Rittersporn, which I love. And then we have this one, and this one is, can't read it, but it has blues and greens, and blues and greens. That's gorgeous. And blues and greens. And I just love these 2. I had to have them. And so, you're going to measure it?
Yeah, because I wrote that down.
Yeah, in one of the comments, somebody asked how long his knitting was, because he's knitting.
I'm measuring it now.
You're going to measure? Okay. But I need to know, what do you think I should make this sweater in? Should I make it in the blues and greens? You can see blues and greens. I don't know if you can see that or not. Or should I do it in the purples and the blues? Rittersporn. So that's a question. If you want to answer, I'd love to hear your opinion. That's kind of on my plate next. So I'm kind of trying to finish up things so that I can do this. Be careful because you're getting in the way. Yeah. What else have I been doing? I have been sewing, excuse me. And one day I sat down, the kids went swimming for the day, and I had a break. So I got to stay home for 3 hours, and so I did sewing. And the one thing I made was a bean bag. It's a big, huge bean bag with a little bit of a handle at the top. It's a ribbon at the top. And it's a bean bag for my Kindle. And I made two. I made one for Alexander and one for me. And I'll show you how it works. Here's my Kindle. And I had made this summer, in fact I have a pattern for it, so if you're interested in the pattern, let me know, a Kindle case with my IKEA fabric. And it's cushioned, and it also has cardboard in it, so it's nice and hard. My Kindle case, and it also has a pocket. Here's my Kindle case. You open it up. There's my Kindle case. Here's my light. There's a pocket for the light. So you can do that, and it has little elastics on the corners. You can close it up. And if you want, I never use the elastic for the front. You can use the elastic to keep it closed. I never do. When I read, I put it back like this, and I read it, and I love it. So that's my Kindle. And messing up this light here. And my problem is that when I'm knitting and I want to read my Kindle, I need someplace to put it. So I made a beanbag for my Kindle. And I got the idea on Pinterest. So this is our Pinterest tip for the week. And we will link to this. Is my Kindle beanbag. And it's really hard to show you here, but here she is. And she rests in the beanbag, and that way I can sit it on the bed next to me and read while I'm knitting. So that's what my sewing was this week. And of course I can't see now. So that's my beanbag knitting. Sewing. It's weird, man. I always make mistakes. I don't know why. I guess I do that in real life too, but shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, so there's my sewing. And it just happened to be the same fabric. I do love my pinks and greens, so there. We have everything. There was my sewing. And I think that's it. Alexander, how long is your knitting?
Okay.
Because I'm pretty much done for this week. Come on over. How big is it?
Until now, and I've not finished making it. Oh no, it's over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5 meters and 80 centimeters.
Whoa. Very, very long.
Almost 6. And I don't know what it's in feet, but it's going to be in the show notes.
Okay. So he'll put that in for you. So that was that was this week. And I think that's it, pretty much. It should be pretty short. I don't know how long this is because I don't time it.
But we should do that.
Yeah, we should. We should have a little timer going. But thank you, everyone, for the wonderful comments. Keep them coming. If you want to know anything, if you want to know any words, German words. What's the German word today?
I don't know. Katze und der Kater. Katze is
We need a...
this thing, girl cat, and Kater is a boy cat.
Super, super. Okay, and we have both. We have one of each. So.
But the boy cat never comes.
No, this one always does. She's so curious. She wants to know everything. We've been watching podcasts this week. I've tried to catch up with Dramatic Knits. And we've been watching Dramatic Knits on the sideline, haven't we? And today we watched a little bit of Blooming Knitter. Hi! And it's so funny because they all have cats and dogs. We all have animals. So, anyway, but we do love our podcasts. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. We got cut off. We just want to say, see you next week. Bye!
Turn it off.
You turn it off. Go.
Kitty,
Turn it off.
Turn it off. Kitty.